はい、こんにちは、愛昧亭です。多分、最終回、3週目の最終回になるんですけど、あまりに寂しくておかしくなってるんですけど。悲しい。なんか音しないと思ってたら、エアポッツしてたわ。それは音しないわ。よいしょ。これは手さばきクソチャレンジやってたとこかな。キムいないけど重なってる、もしかして。そうだね。キムと重なってるね。Welcome to Elysium にしたの本当に最低。あれビートにサイドチェーンかけろ。イエイレピ映画コンプレッサーを使えば外部信号と、テープのメイン入力の内から圧縮するトラックを選ぶことができる。対象の信号を切り替えてな。コンプレッサーは外部のサイドチェーン入力から届く信号の大きさに応じて原因を制御する。そのため大きな音を使ってもヘッドスペースを埋めるほどのピークは発生しない。よし、エッグ。サイドチェーンを使ってみろ。Then he puts on his headphones and his eyes go wide, wider than they've ever gone on drugs. He starts jumping up and down with bliss in total silence, still listening to his headphones. ヘッドフォンをつけると男の両目が大きく見開かれる。これまでにどんなハーブを使った時よりも大きく。彼は至福を感じ、一言もなくその場で飛び跳ね出すが、それでもまだヘッドフォンを耳に傾けている。
Hey, what did you do to Egghead Cop Man? Did you break him?
Did you break him? いいから見てろ。めちゃくちゃ背筋回してあるけど。耳壊れちゃった。音でっか。まあここはこういうあれなんでしょうがないんですけど、音でっか。でかい。
The audio assault is glorious. The speed freak dances on the stage, intensely waving his hand in the air.
素晴らしい音の波が襲ってくる。ハーブフリークはステージ上で踊りながら激しく手を振っている。This is beauty. This is life.
What in the world is going on? The way melody and bass flow together, it's unnatural.
Your body is taking a beating from the low frequencies crashing over you. It's making you feel
あの同世代のためのビートだ。
Introducing the ultimate sound.
音を手なずけたな。俺たちの音にしたんだ。
This dance club idea might just work out. DeLorean Church, the place to be. Pump it.
Pump it. あ、やべ、薬飲み忘れた。薬飲んでくるわ。パンピットして嬉しくなっちゃった。パンペット。そうなんだよな。なんていうかさ、そのゲームが終わってでもうちょっと続編もないかもしれないっていう状況だから、完全にね、失恋した時みたいな感じ。の感じがね、そのあまりに輝かしいこれまでの気持ち、これまでの世界への象形、郷愁、焦燥感に苛まれてたんだけど、そうなんだよな。今の世代のためのビート。今ここにあるものの輝かしさ。過去にばっかりすがってないっていうのは分かってんだけどな。
本当にディスコエリジウムをプレイしてた日々の楽しさよ。今もプレイしてるんだけど、初見でしか、やっぱ、吸収できないものもあるじゃん。薬飲む。ドロレス教会は最高だ。エッグヘッドは音楽に我を忘れている。さあ、もっと盛り上がれ。
This is it. This is a new era.
New
The
era.
fabric of the world has been irrevocably altered.
世界の構造が不可逆に組み替えられた。
Who will be the innocence of hardcore melodic dance music?
花向け。行こう。新たな世界に。チアゴもここら辺にいんのかな。
Hardcore. Ouch.
Ouch.
I did notice you limping, but I thought maybe it was your thing or something.
痛そう。少女はあなたの足を見る。足を引きずっているのは気づいてたけど、体質みたいなものかと思って
When
た
I
か
was
ら。
16, I used to date this guy who had a limp, but it only showed when he was sober. So I guess it wasn't real or something. I don't know.
16の時、足の悪い人と付き合ってた。ただ彼がそうなるのはシラフの時だけだったから、足が悪いふりをしていただけかも。わからないけどね。肩をすくめる少女の目には、目はぼんやりとして光がない。
Anyway, shot in the leg? I'm sorry. Man, that must suck.
それにしても、少女があなたの方に向き直る。足を打たれるなんて気の毒。辛いでしょうね。
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the What do you mean? Actually, one time, Egg was yelling. Egg came with us. It was definitely people were.
You can see it must have been you wish you'd been there.
Who do you want to know about? Me? Again? I told you.
There's that phrase again. Really reminds you of.
It means I don't answer questions about myself. All right, there is.
で
Thank you. Sure.
ドレスコード。鳥類調査員。これドレスコード鳥類調査員なんだ。反応速度ないもんな。アーマーのパーツ、狙撃地。
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you. Goodbye.
Goodbye of sorts.
Hardcore.
最後に試すか反応速度に。ちょっと待ってくれ。何が反応速度を落としてるの？もうちょっとぐらいあっただろこの速度。まあいいか。 なんだ何が俺の反応速度。学習済みスキル。反応速度。下げるんだよな。反応速度上げるもんなんかないよ。なかったっけ？曲が最高になってる後ろで。なさそうだな。あった。百科事典が下がっちゃうのか。飛んでっちゃった。楽しかった。共感とかもっと上げといてもよかったかもね。次は精神高くしてみようかな。でも運動能力高くしたことないんじゃないかな。今まで精神知性できて、今回は肉体だったから、次は運動能力高くしてみるのもいいかもね。結局才覚が必要でめちゃくちゃ才覚と手さばき上がってるけど。肉体もあんまりね、10ぐらいまでやってあげないと、もはや伝説系は分かんなかったからな。こっちじゃなかった。無邪気に次やる話をしてますけど、本当に次もやるんですか？わかんない。誰にもわかんない。ズボンも変えた方がいいと思いますけど。ズボン。確かにそれは非常にいいやつですが。ズボン。ぽいか。
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
おまわりさん、どうしたの？あなた、足を引きずってるじゃない。なぜ足を引きずってるの？ひどい顔色。本当にリリエンヌも好きなんだよな。どうやら前にかなり失望しているようだ。
Look at you. You can barely walk.
だってあなた歩くのもやっとじゃない。なんでもないんだ。
Doesn't look like nothing. Looks like you got banged up real good.
なんでもないようには見えない。まるでめった打ちにされてみ
What
たい。
happened to you anyway? We heard gunshots from the town.
一体何があっ
They
た
were
の？
closer than usual.
町の方から銃声が聞こえた。いつもより近か
There
っ
was
た。
an exchange of fire on the Rue de Saint-Guilaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
他の奴らに比べたらみんな死ん
So
だん
you're a
だ。
killer. That's
So-
good, I guess. Better than being dead.
それじゃああなたは人殺しってことね。彼女はもうもしくうなずく。それでよかったんじゃない？私は死んでしまうよりもマシだと思う。これが起きるずいぶん前から人殺しだったんだ。
Aye. Not a lot of RCM men who aren't killers.
これ愛なの。確かに愛って聞こえてくるんだけど、日本語で愛って書いてあるとなんかちょっとドキドキしちゃうね。彼女が神妙な様子でうなずく。RCM にいて人殺しじゃない人なんてほとんどいないでしょ？
She knew you were one when you took her to Land's End.
ああ。彼女をランズエンドに連れて行った時に、彼女はお前がそうだったと気づいたんだ。
Of course. That won't be a problem. Its wind's still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
別に構わないけど無風だし、タールも乾いたところ。2日間ちょっとした日光に当ててるところ。
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow. and no drinking on the boat. And no joyriding either.
ちゃんと返してくれるって約束してくれんなら。船体もこすらないで。磨いて黄色に塗ったばかり。ボートで酒を飲むのもやめて。彼女が目を細くする。無謀な操船もダメ。操縦もダメ。
Of course, man. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
もしいらっしゃいって言ったら
See, that makes me not want to lend you my skiff. On a boat, rocking
Hi.
leads to capsizing. That there is an absolutely 100% rock-free skiff. You got that?
You got that ってなんて言ってる ?You got that. You got that. ああ、なるほど。You got that. ああ。だから私のスキフを勝ちしたくなくなる。ボートはね、揺らしたら転覆する。絶対に 100% 揺らしちゃダメなスキフなの。わかった。
I'm sad to hear that. Take care of that with ether.
That's cool. You boast in your bacterial infection like that.
細菌感染を鼻に書きました。すいません。
Used to be some kind of
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater.
Aye, aye, Captain.
はい、キャプテン。
He's
ナイ
been
ス。
conservative with the
さてじゃあ。近く。アンチ白明もいいんだよな。でも白明下がったのこれ。四角ケース。権威あげるか。理性が捨てられる。権威クソ上がり。平成才覚。通覚域値白明上がろうけど。今回肉体が高いもんな。こっちにするか。通覚域値白明。あれ、どっちが高いだったっけ？軟血心もめちゃくちゃ上げたけど。肉体の方優先するか。肉体を優先さす。電気価格を上げる。白明。よし、いっか。グローブはまだないけど。グローブでも待って。通覚力士が10になった。嬉しいね。白明も9あるよ。 権威じゃないか。じゃなかった。双子に話聞いてくな。さすがに、セリフはないか。
A skiff. Once you get in, that's it. Have you made all the necessary preparations?
ラジカセ持っていかない。ラジカセそりゃそうだよな。ラジカセ持ってない時も絶対あるから、ラジカセやらないのもありか。どうしてくれようかな。あれ子供たちはスルーしちゃった。
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a
Lily's mum. And that I am. Okay. That's nothing. It's just and we make a fire.
And then
we make a fire.
Make
Gather
campfire.
the sticks for the fire and bullets. Or not, there are lights.
Your nerve endings sting from the mention of a guy.
Oh,
They
Han's
must
good.
mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
Did you mean there are...
Yes. No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Because he asks to put the fire out. I don't know. Yes.
Because he doesn't want to be found. A suspicious request made out of fear.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't live.
Anything else?
I don't know. We
子供をもてなし大臣。
He just yelled we shouldn't be there. Our father killed himself. Don't say that, he didn't. I don't know. Doesn't even have anything to do with this, you. Bob, there's
Lights. Fire guy. We should check up on that island.
子供をもてなし大臣。
Our tenant, the policeman. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were young. I'm not sure those were the last of the men with guns.
Then we'll be ready.
Down will be ready. レディーじゃないんだ、レディーじゃ。ああ、そういえば酔っ払いたち、毎回酔っ払いたちに話してたっけ？元気？生きてる？あれパンツ赤かったっけ？
Man, you're like bleeding now. Reality's really messed you up.
血が出てるじゃないか。血出てんの？現実ってあんたにとって本当に大変なもんだな。Don't call me, don't call Abigail.
There's no waking.
The legend! He's back. And thirsty. I got smokes and piss and a little...
せっかくだから買っとくか。
Here you go.
That is unhygienic and dangerous, and it does not endear you to me. Just wanted to make that clear, okay?
Unhygienic. This stuff is very hygienic.
ごめんなさい。ちょっと権威で勝った時のことを思い出して、はい。すいません。味わってました。じゃあ行こうか。多分やることないし。
The skiff floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Once you get in, have you made all the necessary preparations?
What?
サット FM を流せるって言うんだ。サット FM なんだ。スピードフリークスじゃないの？
Fine, why not?
Very cool. Now tune it to Sad FM. You know you want to.
絶対スピードフリークス F の方がいいと思うけど。いい絵だよな。 ないでくれディスコエルジウム。いやー、ここから先もちょっとあるんだけど、こまごまと。終わらないでくれいや、正直1周目のここのデモも終わらないでくれっつってたような気はするけど。いやー、初見の感想残しておきたかったなディスコエルジウム。トンチンカンな予想を全部残しておきたかった心が。それがまた一層心の傷を深めてゆく。心身と傷口に塩を塗りたくる。終わらない。教会だね。教会でっか。チアゴどこら辺まで登ってんの？先頭まで行ってんの？きつい。早くついても心が持ちませんですわ。これ、曲流さなかったどう思ったんだ。一回会ったことないんだよな。ラジカにして、4週目やるときはラジカセ破壊するか。綺麗だなこの海の感じもめっちゃいい。本当にこれ初めて作ったゲームとは思えないゲームなんだよな。すげえよ。すげえよ。しっちゃがめっちゃがになった。
Slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence. There is very little wind here today. The ghost is standing still. You look at your arms, then the cliffs above you.
ナイス操縦、キムキツラギ。今日は風がほとんどない。亡霊はまだそこにいる。お前は自分の武器を見つめ、目の前にそびえる崖に視線を移す。
Let's go.
Let's go. 僕の武器って剣でしょ。体験していくぞ。剣とよし行くぜ。あれこれレコーダーじゃね？間違えた気がする。くっそ間違えちゃった。
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot.
Yes, so it seems. For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And from enemies. Enemies of the commune of Revachol. This sea fort was a revolutionary fortification, I believe.
This こんな曲流れてたんだ。海の音だけじゃなかったんだ。あ、ボってなった今。ん？なんか暴力の跡が多いせいか。よいしょ。肉体が反応するな。 階段がなくなってて登れない。どうした？落ちないように。断崖はかわいそうだ。優しい。ここは砲台だったようだ。階段が崩れている。
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
あ、そうだった。燃料あるんだった。
Downstairs, somewhere, liquid carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout. The kind that's favored by vagrants and fuel thieves. It's been a long winter.
If anyone stayed here, they'd... A hollow ring. The canister is empty.
I don't know. I'm not a philosopher. Someone with basic electrical skills has restored...
The wind outside. The lieutenant assists you. There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder. The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a...
That should do it.
Books and most are soft among.
Someone's made themselves a home.
共産至上主義。至上主義。共産至上主義への怒り。概念化。概念化。概念化にはお世話になったな。概念化たちがいなければここまで来れなかっただろう。
Soft covers, serialized fences.
失敗しちゃった。
It's a little old-fashioned. There's a nude mag.
ヌードのことしか分かんなかった。うおー、シャツ。これで完全体になってなかったわ。スニーカー履いてないもしかして。いや、スニーカー履いてんの。あ、帽子がね、権威でね。あれなんか誰かなんか言ってくれた気がしたけど。ないんだ。トラン、モジュール、ガーン。特にセリフなし。ここから心臓に悪いからちょっとやるか。
There's a grease.
Someone has been squatting here.
You fall.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
You face the concrete wall.
時間だけ
There's
休む。
less light there, in the dark corner. Like a dog, you lie there.
Dog.
You didn't realize how tired you were. Your body is still nowhere near healed. The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. You feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening. Sleep.
ここ死ぬこともあったな。さすがにまだ2周目の記憶は新しいから大丈夫だと思うけど。よいしょ。外に出て海辺へ行け。あ、ごめん、間違えた。早すぎんだろ。なんだか変な感じだ。中に入れない。 鎖のところまで降りる。何か気に今の後。さあその先だ。
Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism. Okay, don't say you need to talk right away. Melt, but you don't even want to talk to her. She would only be cold and mean. Let her go.
じゃあ
Is what you want to say,
あれ
but you don't. Hammers clang.
やってくれ。
There's water all around. She turns her face, and I can't help you. I'm totally useless. Everything I've said is lies. I want the exact same bad things you want. To stand here like a pillar of salt, saying,
意志力意志力完全敗北。エッチだね。はい。今まで全体に崩れなかった意志力がここで崩れるの最高だね。俺は力になれそうもない。完全な役立たずだ。俺が今まで言ったことは全て嘘だ。俺もお前と同じで良くないものに溺れたい。ここで潮柱のようにただ突っ立って口だけ動かしていたい。
Is what you want to see the light from the... I can't help you. I'm totally useless. Everything...
I'm sorry. I would...
She means she doesn't have time to tend to your emotions.
Just my scepter. Oh, this is just...
She... Silence. Her nuptial gown.
Anyway.
She sighed. What are you doing? Stop saying things like that.
I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. It's 1 million... No, Harry. We don't have anything. It's all gone.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. I don't want it. That's not...
She looks at the figurines. Don't do anything? Anything at all? Yes, a form of communication will work. Yes, it was a good idea. But she felt
暗示と反応速度が話してるのかわいいね。
to give you things in return. Things she no longer wants to give you. So she refused. That's how it goes. Your figurine rider idea.
そのダイス呪われたダイスだけどどう？
Harry, I don't want things. No,
革命家の知らんそう。
please don't give... I didn't ask for things. But now, only boring hell remains.
物なんかもらう気はさらさらない。もうどんな贈り物も手遅れ。ずっと昔だったなら、その肖像たちを気に入ったかもしれない。首なしフランの乗り手なんか特に。けど今となってはもう退屈な地獄でしかない。角にある赤いネオンの光で女の頭頂部が輝いて見える。急激に冷え込んできたため、彼女は暖を求めて足踏みをし始めている。
It's not.
そうだけどでも。
That's it, yes. We've talked about it a million times.
Where in hell? Stop. You're only making it worse for him. You never help with anything.
習字学。履修。みんな、なんかここみんな話し合ってていいね。まあ自分の中だからな。
See? But...
She keeps her shoulders squared and her back straight. But it's clear. It's not. It's just not possible. It's like eating rocks. You just can't do it.
悲しませましてしまって面目ないドロスでいいか。いやー。
No, Harry. We already tried again, and it didn't work.
前にやり直した時どこで間違ったんだ？ 今度はうまくって分かった。もうこれ以上は聞かない。
Does not seem relieved at all. Glances over her shoulder, then at you. The neon sign of the video rental glows behind her.
ね、キス選んで非常に悲しいことになったんで。
No, don't say it. Don't beg. It will only make her. Yes, somewhere hidden among the options popping up in your nervous system.
アンジー、アンジー、現実を見ろ。あとはどうなる？
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
No, you don't. You're just being a martyr. And I'm really going now. The time is up. Yes, I won't see you. Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps
1週間のうちに最低でも
3 times
3
a
回。
week. I'm suffocatingly beautiful and young. And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you. Oh yes, this is real dark. See you tomorrow.
こんなの毎晩見たら死んじゃうよ。行かないでくれ。
You're up quick. How was your sleep?
よし、バッドナスな男でもやるか。たまには。君はそれだけ。
He's still worried. You must have really thrashed and squealed in your sleep.
ごめんね。心配かけて。キツラギ警部補はまだ心配している。寝ている間お前はよほどの手打ちもあったり、わめいたりしたんだろう。
Yes? What about me?
うん。
No.
The lieutenant nods.
これ、
Good. Let's change the subject.
何回でも再放送できるんだ。
Green paint flecks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet.
The console of an antique I think, yes. Let's see. That one. The emergency open.
The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in. A sudden wave of
After you. Don't be. I have a gun. I don't know.
a thin wisp of smoke rises from a charred black fire.
I know. It was not easy to work.
A strange feeling, with a bottle in your hand, always. Perhaps there's someone in front of the video rental, on the corner, maybe. You know it. Yes, cold and still. But love is warm. Oh fuck, yes. Go there in your head. No, we're not starting with that. Not in the still mirror of pilots and posts, like step.
困ったやつらだ。海に落ちないように毎回注意してくれるお母さんみたいな人格があるな。近く系でどっから登るんだっけ。上忘れちゃった。ここか。影になってるから毎回見落としちゃうんだ。
There's a rain-soaked
B triple prime. This looks like a good place to shoot.
a single-person mattress. Mod.
A good place to hide.
There's a firing slit in the wall, quite old and grimy from years. The springs screech as you lean on trepidation. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a towering skyscraper. Its top, the red chimney and collapsed back of the box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags.
What does that mean? Do you have line of sight to the wind? I can see it. Through the scope of a rifle. The shooter would be prone, like...
Cheek against the cheek rest, hand on the hair trigger, on a calm day like this.
自慢げに
I think
嫌な
we
ことは
have
したくない。
the origin of the shot. This is the sniper's nest.
どうしてもっと早くここに来なかったんだ。
We don't go everywhere in a 1000-meter
人が7人死んだよ。 ピーピーピーピーピ
We
ー。
did not put guns in their hands or get them drugged.
はい。
The lieutenant pauses. Regret comes over him.
ごめんって。自分を責めることはないよ。捜査官。僕たちは彼らの手に銃を握らせたわけでも、酒に酔わせたわけでもない。君が北方に、要塞の向こう側に目をやり、付け加える。木警部補の言葉が途切れる。後悔の念に襲われているのだ。本当にもう、ごめんって。
We will make up for it. Here. Where?
まあ、ここにだ
You
よ。
think so? We would see but this island. Or she. We should move. 背中に視線を感じる。だがどこからかわからない。悲しい。行かないでくれ。レバシオル。小さな花がそこら中に咲き乱れている。はあ。
An old man, wearing tracksuit trousers, leans, then spits it out into the extinguished. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates everything.
The what now? I may have.
The position.
Fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie and I did.
I should have burned that reactionary rock and roll music.
Told you we shouldn't play Sad FM.
Sad FM, huh? The fascists were right about rock and roll. It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. It's a
samurai rifle.
It was sent to...
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing.
You heard me. It's good now. Like chalk. Yes. Have you...
We have come to ask you questions. If you do not
The danger levels here are hard to read. One moment he's a fire, the next, a fire gone out.
No. Put it
No,
down
Nanda.
now.
Or you're gonna blow my brains. It's out of bullets.
Like an amputated limb in the sand. His gaze follows the rifles, and on the butt you see Vespertine writing, burned into the wood.
No one said it has to be a Belmagrave.
From ballistics, it could easily have...
It doesn't matter if it was
Ah,
the
ごめんね、
right
仕掛け。
type and the right...
He's liking this. The old man keeps following your motion with it. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a
My name is Joseph Lilianovich
Joseph
Dross.
Jones.
Political. I am a deserter, a partisan.
The commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? Your...
From the... I left my unit on the E. 43 years. I was an resurrection until they... 43 years and 10 months. It's not how a human being...
He just couldn't.
彼にはそんなことはできなかった。
He nods, but he can now.
でも今なら諦めら
What have you been doing?
Hiding. Fish.
Where the afternoon grows late, on Rue de Saint-Gilles, two police officers step out of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria. Satellite
Alright,
officer
John.
Jean Vicmer
Jean
inspects a
Vicmer.
series of burnt black letters splashed across the plaza
何
mosaic.
見たのね。二人の警察官がワーリングインラグズのカフェテリアから出てくる。衛生警官のジャン・ビクマールが広場のモザイクに書かれた黒焦げの字を調べている。
Patrol officer Judith Minot points west. The fishing village. She glances at her watch. We meet in 15 minutes. It's a 10-minute walk.
ジュディット・ミノー巡査が西を指さす。漁村はあっちね。彼女は時計に目をやる。15分後に集合です。ここから歩いて10分です。
The officers go, leaving behind the writing, still smoldering. One day, it says, I will return to your side.
警官たちがまだくすぶっている文字を残して去っていく。いつかあなたのそばに帰ると書かれている。
Always waiting. For her.
Her who?
Girl child. Revolution. Good. The material, the historic opportunity for our revolution.
What has he done? Perhaps a confession would lighten.
Yes. What? To get things going again? Find the...
There is no flame to fan. There is nothing left. I was just 16 years. You could a second for reaction to take hold. You haven't seen it.
And this was...
May the 13th, 08, 44 years ago. The combine huddled on the floor. The artillery was...
A terrible shame, still within him. The lobes of his ears are red with it. The shame.
No. I climbed the chain link across airships. I climbed out. They'd all drowned in the lower levels or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gunner...
Some kind of great terror. Worse than you've ever...
The mask of humanity fall from cap. And then you see it. As it strangles and beats your friends to death. That the bourgeois are not human. I had to fight it. I had to never stop. It's not an island. What? It's the congenitally deformed coalition military called it Operation Death Row. You are one of them. Tell me, Who speaks like that? Sure you are. You're RCM. Answer me. Who calls an operation against 50 million people Iblis? The black-eyed angel. How does anyone...
Now hold on there.
You're insane and grotesque.
How is your...
I've been throwing up.
DRCM?
I need to die. You don't...
You also have Druamine.
I have...
There's no way he could manage the pain without them. It's safe to say he...
It's the little joys. A dark joke. A sunshiny day. There's nothing to look over. The triage is in, and it's black. I haven't. I have hope. I don't even know what. Inferno?
I would imagine it gets tremendously difficult, mentally, to live in isolation.
たった一人で生きていくのは、精神的にもさぞ大変でしょう。
Traitors. It's better alone. I watch the people of this city turn the lights back on, more and more each year. Ruins, glimmering in the dark, like a fucking merry-go-round.
裏切り者どもめ。俺は一人でいたいんだ。彼はマルティネーズを顎で示す。俺はこの町の裏切り者どもが再び明かりを灯していく様子を見ていた。年を追うごとに光は増えていく。暗闇の中、イカれたメリーゴーランドのようにギラギラと廃墟が光ってんだ。最近のマルティネーズって、レバショールじゃない方か。レバショールはもうなんかボロボロやったけど。
It's disgusting.
Are they not heartbroken? How could they have moved on?
なぜ平気でいられる？どうして何事もなかったように生きていられるのだ？
It was hard in the tens.
There were posts.
We communards still hope, and others too. At night.
In the city, you move underground?
From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't want to.
He does not want to see life moving on.
So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in there. I know.
So you've been
sleeping. The propaganda bunk.
Propaganda.
They stored leaf. A lot of our boys did. I spent some winters there.
The old man looks across the water at the city, the ruins.
You're with the RCM, the coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol.
ほら、まあ、そうの組み舞台にするという計画があるんだよね。
You're the RCM. You represent the Moralist International, the enemies of humanity who took this city. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You... No, I am not a soul trained.
The old man.
His job was to assure the army and...
Scientific communism.
Awakened from shutdown by the promise of ideology. He nods slowly, then another tremor.
You're part of the meat shield. The human meat shield that surrounds...
Detective, we have not come here to discuss
Ah,
it. We have come to ask questions regarding a murder investigation.
The old man spits into the fire pit. He does not say. There's definitely something off with his body. Something more than just metabolism.
There's nothing serious in this world. It's a farce.
平成極めて難しすぎるんだけど。
I've used...
Here we go.
Killing people?
It's a gun. I've used it to kill people.
Interesting.
There is no after the war.
This is it. You can feel it. Like battery acid on it. This is what you live. The great serotonin jackpot.
The great serotonin jackpot じゃないんだよ。
Going straight. No euphemisms. No. Be careful now. Slow and steady does it.
もうみんな言いたい放題言って。
Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
待って、じゃあどれ言うのよ。
Comes to you. Silence. And in them, a chill, like electricity running up your spine.
All is not as it seems.
Detective.
Damn it. Ask it already.
ありがとう、団結し。
The who now?
誉れ高い民間軍事企業。
Are you being?
Watch your mouth, Mr. Dross.
Oh, yes.
Did you?
I am a son of a welder and an...
Tear into him. Pile it on him. Everything you got on him. The more, the better. The gun. The murder. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember.
銃の話からいくか。
Not a lot of gun.
It's a real gun. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask?
Damn, he saw you. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it?
ドラマティックにやってくるドラマないからな。
This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this. When you have the murder weapon, you have the...
Murder.
Like a marionette. This pushed him, but not enough. Just a little more.
I saw you poking around there.
Look, you had direct visibility. They are embrasures. You've been here a long...
I'm ready to die.
He's practically admitting to it. Dead fasces for fascists. Done his part.
You're sad for your fascia brother, aren't you?
Almost. He almost burst out there. Keep piling arguments. Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. There were Maybells in the grass. Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Class's bedroom. Now, they're gonna come up.
そうだった。ありがとう、頭。本当にありがとう。
You got it. Remember? The boot. Maybe don't beat yourself anymore, though. You're not immortal.
パンパンと音の間、毎回殴ってました？
Damn Maybell.
He seems tender suddenly.
So many this year, too.
懐かしい。
The spring is coming. No. They blossom on the ice.
South, the Bay of Martin.
The coast.
You must get around a lot.
I may. Class year. With the victim. Everything is...
Show me the soul.
Fucking...
The size fits, but not the soul.
演劇がゼロなんだけど。演劇がゼロン中。
Simple. No. This is another... The lieutenant raises his... What are you doing? He's thinking. We almost got... Not now. Stop yourself.
People change shoes, detective. What were you doing?
Trying to rack your brains.
The old man stares at his...
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. Beating us to the ground. Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes.
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
撃ったんだな。
Oh, the inhumanity.
The lieutenant raises his right arm to hush you. Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore. The ball is rolling.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the... I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did.
There. A hot flash of rage almost carries the smile away. some dark peace.
見てか、怒りの熱でエミが消えかかっている。病んでやがるな。電気川君に言われると本当に病んでるのかもしれないな。
Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells every... And so they...
Mr. Dross, are you aware you can...
Yes.
And you were looking at them? The victim and a young woman.
The old...
Why?
Because that's...
I don't understand. Do you, detective? I don't understand.
I'm always looking.
Are you always look...
A rifle.
And if you don't...
Click.
Click.
Yes.
Start with when he first saw him. It will give him a chance to run.
あ、ありがとう、アンジ。
3 weeks ago.
Joyce. He means Joyce.
Wrinkled up whore.
売春婦とか男色家とか言ってるが、あんたは共産主義じゃない。売春婦強くていい言葉だ。俺もいくつか。もっとマシな選択肢はないのかと思ったけど、思考キャビネットがまあそんな感じだったかな。すいませんでした。
Black sexual morals are a bourgeois ploy. So don't you sermonize me, you racist.
Some strange glandular process takes place in him and anger too.
They moved into a deserted apartment up. I've seen their kind during the landing. Those Occidental and messed phalangs weren't conscripts. Boys like us. They were white, barely alive. They like to kill while they're on their drugs. I could see they've returned now to show their real face. The face they don't dare show their bourgeois voters. Them. Fucking. Jealousy. And I wanted to see his head explode. That too. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head.
Her body sweating from the drugs, slick from cerebral hemorrhage.
彼女の体はハーブで汗まみれになり、脳出血のせいでぬめっている。
This man has seen past her, like you did.
この男は彼女の本性を見抜いていた。お前と同じだ。そう？みんな騙されてなかった？僕でさえ。
And now he longs to punish her.
そして今、あの女が血まみれになるところを見たがっている。あの女を罰するために、こらこらこらこらこら。
There's... Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on... Yes. Over the years. It's not... No. I don't really know. The day after I killed him. Yes.
It's as if something put the thought there to leave the flowers.
What do you mean, put?
A brief flash of terror.
Maybe. I told you. I have holes.
A sudden pang.
If you came 10 years...
In the silence. One more down.
Since she came to...
Past the fell building.
Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it. I was...
And beautiful.
That...
How could you see what she looked like? You said it was dark.
The sun came up. Her hair was like cobwebs. She smoked more fags and snorted a line of whatever. Her passport and tickets to Villiers. After she...
Did you keep what was in it?
No. Why would I do that? I did...
This implies that he's thought about extorting her.
Why would I need that trash? I did. I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Revel.
You could tell she was a spook?
She had different colors. I'm not blind, am I?
It quickly comes.
Mm-hmm. bending like a bow against the glass. I've been through all of Martinez. Yes, that too. The things they did in that little room. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man looking in.
Those two, you hear the familiar scribble. One more loose end down.
How did you get in there? The hidden pin.
I can just walk in there now.
You had to open the steel door?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there.
Andy found use for it. A spare key.
One more thing. The flowers.
What about them?
There. He's already admitted to it. Just ask.
あれスズラの話もう一回しなかったっけ？
I did. I was there one night. The day after I killed. Yes.
なんかループしてね。気のせい
I
か
don't know why I did.
It's as if something put the thought there. To leave the flowers.
Maybe.
A sudden
If you...
in the one more down.
She...
You stare at them too. In your mind, her innocence day still turns to leaf. Airport bag in hand. Silks flowing in her.
Yume
See
da.
you tomorrow, Harry. Her voice rings.
おいやめろ内陸帝国。
Burning.
男ってなくるって。どれ選んだかな。確かに俺は狂っているが。
You're delusional. There's nothing to see in the soul of the bourgeois woman. It's the same as the surface.
何も言わない
The
からなちょっ
world
と。
is insane.
世界は狂って。
Her.
The lieutenant nods. That's it.
Where is she? That Clasier. I haven't seen her there for days.
これ逮捕したから。
Locked up with your masters, like I'll be. Maybe we'll meet, staring at the island. The fort.
Across the harbor, on the south bank of the river Esperance, the air stands still outside Precinct 57. A two-story box. Inside a cell, a young woman is withdrawing from amphetamines, barbiturates, and alcohol, all at once, while two men in brown suits wave ICP badges at a young policeman. She hears the door open.
港の向こう側、エスペランス川の南岸。外の風は止んでいる。ここは57分所。ターミナル H のゲートからほど近い2階建てのジュラルミンボックス。建物の中、独房に若い女がいる。神経薬、バルビツール、アルコール。そのすべてを一度に立たれて、茶色いスーツを着た2人の男が ICP 身分証を若い警官に見せる。彼女はドアが開く音を耳にする。
And knows it's over. They've come for her. Outside, it's springtime. The river flows blue and green into the Bay of Martinez.
もう終わりだ。彼女にはそれが分かっていた。男たちは彼女を迎えに来たのだ。外には春が訪れている。川が青と緑に染まり、マルティネーズ湾に流れ込んでいく。
There, on a dilapidated jetty in a nameless village, two police officers and one special consultant look across a narrow strip of sea. The ruins of a sea fort stick out of the water, built by Philippe II, reappropriated by the commune, then lost in the landing.
荒廃した船着き場。名もない村で2人の警官と1人の特別顧問が細長い海の向こうを見ている。廃墟と化した要塞が水面から飛び出している。フィリペ2世が建設し、コミューンに再利用され、その後の上陸作戦で失われた要塞だ。
He's there, doing what exactly I don't know. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer points at the ruins. Behind that anti-aircraft something. That's why we can't see him.
あいつはあそこだ。何をしているのかよくわからん。ビクマール衛生警官が廃墟を指さす。あの対空砲か何かの後ろにいる。だから見えないんだ。
Special Consultant Heidelstein is optimistic. We'll see the boat when he comes. Let's go get a coffee until then. I know this interesting little place. Where? His voice trails off as the three walk down the jetty.
特別顧問のヘイテルスタンバーが感ってきた。彼が来たらボートが見えるはずだ。それまでコーヒーでも飲んでいいよ。小さいけど面白い店は知ってるんだ。3人が船着き場を歩くにつれ、ヘイデルスタイムの公園が遠ざかっていく。あの辺に店あった。
As the men go, Patrol Officer Minnow looks back over her shoulder at the crumbling fortification like a rotten tooth rising out of the water.
男たちの後ろを突きて歩きながら、ミノ巡査が肩越しに振り返る。その視線の先にあるのは、崩れかけている要塞だ。まるで腐った葉が水面から覗いているように見える。
Good luck, Harry, she thinks. You need something good for this.
頑張って、ハリーと彼女は思っている。運があなたに味方してくれますように。
We could get more. We've got him talking.
おお、ごめん、ぼーっとしてた。
You could get more out of him. He likes talk. Enough. Take him in. Bend his arms behind his back and end this.
A tragic comedy.
Detest pushes the cobwebs out of his eyes.
Specifically, the whole... Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinez. It's pumped full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this, race that. Yes, the fly larva in his container. Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class. Intense, like animals. Like those boom morons on the... The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht. Licking her lip. The worst is that old cop parading around in his uniform. Throwing every morning he's there. While the parasites he fought to protect are off. That's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children. We did good when we pushed him under that horse car. If only, in the 30s, those...
The disco whores are too much. What was that about? Steroids? It piqued your interest.
ステロイドの話なかったっけ？
Ask about that cock on parade too. Make sure you get everything here.
Horse. Yes, steroids. What is my opinion? No. The rich man's looking at real estate and fiddling his kids. Wading through the corpses.
Ha, yes. But he was there. Why was he there?
Scratching away at the race question. You moral intern. You think the rich man cares about your little race games? He rules the whole world. Another hideous disappointment.
Disappointment? So personal.
That deformed toad?
Edgar.
He talks...
He's been sweet-talked by this Edgar. They must have met in person for such animosity.
You can't live alone.
The Clares wouldn't miss a man hidden in their own backyard.
Don't go straight for the kill. Exhaust everything else first. Soften him up.
I haven't approached anyone.
How did he know?
He didn't just step right off the... I was right about one of those things. 20 years ago. Neither Edgar did the talking. Paid his respects like I were a fossil. Never trust a social democrat who quotes Marzoff. Oh, and charity too. Let me be here. The ZOC...
They let him be here. Understanding was a courtesy. But why such a courtesy? は結構今回喋ってくる。ありがとうね。そんなに高くないよね。
You know why I killed that fucker, Dwat?
Again?
Tried teaching him some
Okay, he didn't do the hanged man for them. But he's insinuating something.
Every royalist goons played like it was life itself. I remember that fat and plump, like a pheasant, just...
He whispers with such predatory hunger. It borders on love.
Not yet. I like to look at it.
A treat. Better served for later.
He is a juicy bonbon, that one. A real treat for the black day. The better. I even hid one bullet, so I'd always have one for him.
Hearing it may destabilize him. You sure you've gotten everything from
him? No. I waited too long.
I'm sorry, Mr.
They're all dead now. All human beings.
He reminded him of himself. The same hatred. The same. You tried to think of something else, but no. It's just hatred.
Fuck you. You think I haven't seen people die? It's all I've seen.
He's not okay. This is just another black day in a row of black days. Something strange is keeping him together, making him endure.
Lonely これなんとかしないといけないんじゃない？
Glad we talked about what?
論理上げてくればよかったな。ちょっと論理上げてきていい？ごめんね。論理上げますか。見ていますよ、こんな見せ場で。この一応にはスコープがついている。もう論理が上がる服はなかったから。もう面白おじさんになってきた。すいません、ちょっと面白いおじさんになってる。すいません。
Despondently at his lip curls into a sneer at the memory.
これレッドスキルチェックでしょ？はい。ロンリー。こういっとく。よし、行け。
The connection comes to you like a splash. He acknowledges
that bourgeois cow. Tiffin Holly was her name. And money. She liked that too.
Bordering on sentimentality, it drips out of him, tempered by something familiar to you.
She was. And she was real soft on those money. Called in, they say. On the eve of battle. Ran away.
No.
Did she? They say her daughter could.
No, I guess it was not. She couldn't make the call.
Here it is. The truth.
Because she was dead. The cow caught a bullet in her right lung. Fell into the canal. She was going home, waddling, dressed in yellow, drunk like heading home to Grand Couronne or Betancourt, someplace like that, where they build those new... Someone shot her. Or maybe the cow just fell. My memory is...
Another big spike of rage.
Nothing changed. Not in the material base.
Edgar didn't... If you were to testify to this, give the RCM something on Edgar, you could work. We would strike everything you've done and process you as a POW. You were in a war. You were on assignment. We could even extradite you to the Samaran People's Republic.
A degenerate worker state. Go shit.
Threaten with pain. All humans respect pain. It's the truth.
I didn't live and fight for... Everyone is a blobber in this world. Everyone betrays everyone. They're all already locked up for betrayal. The best ones, the ones with heart, were slaughtered, trampled.
ラジオ深夜便、やっぱ全国、全世界にあるんだな。僕も眠れない夜はラジオ深夜便を聞いてたな。
The same old freezing hatred. There is plenty here to work with once he's in custody, and the lieutenant knows it. He gives.
Glad we talked about what?
平成もう上げようがないんだけど。すみません、ちょっともう平成の上げようがないので、まあじゃあ普通いつもの服着とくか。でもやっぱ面白い衣装おじさんにならないと。電気科学。革命。才覚を上げて。平成。ちょっとじゃあ、ちょっと平成だけ上げてく？何が変わるんだったっけ？忘れちゃったの。こんなもんだったかな。面白い衣装おじさん。
The old man stares despondently at the logs. It's like he's forgotten you're there.
バイトスキルチェックだった。
What strikes you about this gaunt man is not the stomach. Indeed, he speaks fluidly. It's a mystery. Great leaps of emotion. From anger and also flashes of lust simmering in there.
時折熱の声に熱を上げる助力。分泌器官はもう仕事をしていないだろう。ホルモンの異常。
Perhaps, but his seems more than that. In summary, you sense you've seen demented people. Is it some kind of substance damage? Like he's addicted to something. Not only the painkillers he's clearly on.
No.
You said you take painkillers.
I take them to cope with pain. The people of this city use pain.
Are you sure about him being lucid? Maybe he's just affected by an extreme case of... It's not a downer, rather an upper, judging by his snaps.
Like some kind of decadent rock star. No, I'm not okay.
There it is again. Erratic hand. Could it be a symptom of overdosing on something? Something even you have not tried? Keep your eyes peeled. Hear that? Magnesium. Huh? The magnesium levels in your blood are dangerously low. It's about the low magnesium levels and not the high. Yeah, the other things. Long live the... Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolved. You need to get so magged up. You've one stroke. Don't be so modest. He's having one right now. Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend, but just remember, it's not the alcohol, And it's certainly not the dextroamphetamine nor smoking for 40 years. It's the lack of magnesium.
今なんか体の心配を電気科学がしてた気がしたけど、ちょっと面白いな。こんな時に、ね、ああ。ということで、ちょっとじゃあ常にホットに行かしてもらう。はあ、面白かった。まあ今一番面白いのは俺の服装ですが。帽子どこ行った？でも論理下がるだけだからな。100時点で曲げとくか。近く。よし。結局面白い格好だぜ。
What? This terror is the sum of all. The wind picks up. The silence on the water is broken.
Your wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand?
Elysium 結構ちゃんとしてる。
Do you?
But... No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He's not afraid of jail. He's afraid of something else, like parting from a loved one.
まるで愛する人間との別れでも強いられているか。
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
あ、やべ、聴覚はね。近くか。近く。行ってみるか ?28%。
You thought you heard.
Maybe we could all fit in there. Not really. We could escort him to...
There's something you're not getting here.
Who watches over him there while I come back for you? Actually, no. This is no.
This fucking world.
No, listen. Listen now.
ダメだ、聞くんだ。
No, no. It would take a whole day on this island. You go and transport the prisoner. I'll be here. I can escort him to the pier with you.
This world.
Your skin is crawling suddenly.
ちゃんと来てくれるんだ。レッドスキルチェック失敗したのに。レッドスキルチェック失敗したのは初めてかも。近くの。ここまで取っておきたかったんだけどな、スキルポイント。
A delicate tangle of arms and legs. It's still there.
What are you talking about?
絡み合った華奢な種子が足の中から一本また一本と広げられ、そしてただそこに立ち尽くす。それは不気味な静寂の中、鎌のような腕を動かしている。まだいる。足のような口角を連動するように広げ、その場に浮遊している。こいつは一体何なんだ？
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pin.
投げー。
You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand move to your holster.
とうとうおかしくなっちまったのかな。
His hand on your back, and then you hear him say 4 words.
I can see it.
この I can see it たまんねえな。はい。
If he can see,
あははは。ありがとう、シューク。
it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence. Its limbs long and slender.
本当にそこにいる。ゆっくりと回転している。完全な静寂の中、その種子は長くほっそりしている。
Be very, very careful.
よし、セーブしとくか。大丈夫かい？
What do you want from...
Nothing. There is nothing.
There is nothing. 何がいるんだったかな、毎回忘れちゃうよ。
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair. White and the segmented antennae move with apprehension, searching for something.
僕
You take long, deep breaths. Slow down your pulse. Don't move yet, and when you do, be light as a feather. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms,
ここで電
it
気学
produces
が
a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks.
It is.
You glance over your shoulder. No, the flash will scare the creature off. Warn him now.
フラッシュはかなり大きい。逃げられるぞ。
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
From the corner of your eye, you see I am not palatable. Do not eat me. I am afraid.
白明くんかわいいね。よかった、写真を撮ってくれ。
With the sound of metal, you see the phasmid. Something cracks in the lieutenant. He's letting pride get in the way.
七節が金属が擦れる音とともにレンズがあらわになる。電球を入れようとするキムの手の中でガラスがチラチラと光っている。七節が彼の方を向き、下顎の触覚を伸ばす。素早い、突然の動きだ。膣上警部補の中で何かが砕ける。だがプライドが邪魔をしている。何かが砕け
The
てる。
ampoule will produce a loud hiss. You're right. It could scare it away. I need a better moment when it's not looking.
I'll wait. I'm on standby, he thinks. His hands sweaty around them. The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you. Its antennae taking their measure of the air. Slowly.
こんにちは。
Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Like laughter, a sort of happiness.
笑い声に似てる。幸せな笑い声のように。幸せな笑いのようにだ。
Sweat drips from your brow, soaking your chest.
体臭が。
You reek of it.
ああ、そうだっ
Your
た。
chemicals.
体臭がね。
Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
昆虫がシーカチカチと音を立て、下顎らしき触覚を伸ばし挨拶してくる。あなたは今やその真下にいて、巨大な白い口角のシュッシュを見上げている。頭部に王冠のような足をいただき、目は小さな水滴のようだ。
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reed, suddenly, there is silence. No, stop. Be afraid.
白明くんがめっちゃビビってる。
As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, shifting around in the reeds around it. In the muddy water, you notice some of its hind legs apparently standing on the water. No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth. You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming, slowly.
Careful. It may be poison.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel.
内陸帝国は高いぜ。
Moves its mouth parts, masticating. The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one.
なんでもない。なんでもないってね。なんでもないって何？七節は諦めなかった。吊るされた男に話しかけた。単位生殖のことを知ってる。なんでもない。俺は捜査官だ。
So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
スクロースの報酬と信号物質を探すためにまあ大体同じかな。でも殺人者を探すためが一
He's
番
in a
かも。
bad state. Deteriorating
Ah.
fast now. He thinks I am beneficial to him, but I am not. I only quicken his deterioration.
ナフシの声可愛いんだよ。彼の状態はかなり悪い。悪化の速度も上がっている。彼自身は、私が彼に利益を与える存在だと思っているが、それは間違っている。私は彼の悪化を殺めている。見えてはないけど、深層心理では感じてるんだよね。だからここの場から移動したら自分が弱くなってしまうっていうことを、街に行くことが多かったって言ってたからね。まあ、街に行くたびに自分の弱くなるのを感じて、で、ここに戻ってきて安心するんだろうな。
Very slowly, and only because he won't go away. It is meant to keep them from noticing me, to interfere with the pictures in their heads. But he has looked at me for too long, and I am destroying him.
とてもゆっくりと。だがそれは彼がここを離れようとしないから。私は気づかれないようにするために、彼らの頭の中に画像に干渉している。だが私はあまりにも長い間見すぎた。私は彼を壊している。
Tell me what it's like for you. What is your illness?
次から次に悲しみがやってくる。
For me, it is not like that. I have stayed. Now I will tell you how it is for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness being intruded upon. Shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations. A swarm of sounds, tiny. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul. I don't know. You're just a shadow for me. Are you sure? Sometimes, when molting, I will grow a lost limb. One time something went wrong, and a small leg replaced a missing antenna.
大したことじゃないだろ。腕から足が出てきたらびっくりするだろ。
The leg tried to move around independently. Yes. Thankfully someone ate it. The next time I molded,
かわいい。
I grew an antenna again.
もういいキャラ。
No, you're awake. I am real. Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily. You can also eat it. If you see it,
うまいうまい。
in your mouth. Yum yum.
ヤムヤム
Or eat.
ヤムヤム。食べてもいいぞ。葉っぱだったら口に入れてもいい。うまいうまい。走ってもいい。
Wait, so
足なような見た目をして足を食べるのかい？
Yes, they don't mind.
本当にデリカシーのない質問。
I once cloned myself and ate the little ones. It was winter.
悲しいな。
At the wrong time. It was an accident.
やっぱ倫理観がちょっと違
I
うな。
am an
悲しい
unknown
な。
species of the order Phantasmadia, endemic to the Insulindian Insula. For the last 300,
it may have unknown, dangerous biochemical characteristics that help.
no one unnoticed
白明がどんどんに怯えてる未知の生物に。
Also, by the soldiers, I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions until I was accidental. Yes, I do not have a star to display.
神経
So
ザ
I
ロ
use
ン。
a neurodegenerative element to aid in camouflage. Do not worry. It is only
not worry.
destructive over long periods of time. No. The moral of our encounter is I am a relatively medium life form, while you are extreme. The Pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement between the birds and the... It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind.
お前が世界に投げかけた神経質な影だ。影は現実に侵食している。 その出現は人間の生死の到来と時を同じくしている。
You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago, when organisms first started breathing. Only everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if he misplaces us all one day, or just forget? Please, do not do that again.
ごめんて。120年間、120億年間はなかったことにしてしまいたいんだ。
Simian Butcher. Soon, one of you will close your eyes and open them to see that none of this ever. No, the Mora, the Pale too.
この U は U なのか
No one remembers it before
You-
you.
俺たちなのか
You're a violent. We suspect it will be something. Everything your eyes touch goes back there.
ごめんね。
Please be. Or one day, one of you will close your eyes and sign, and open them to see that.
It doesn't look like that, no. You're just staring at it.
うん。
I think we should take the picture, and then you should back away from the unstudied species. It doesn't look like that, no. You're just staring at it. Okay. Is it somehow related to the case? I think we should take the picture, and then you should back away from the unstudied species. It doesn't look like you're just staring at it. Okay. Is it somehow related? I think we should take the picture, and then you should back away.
No, there is one more.
いや、もう思考は残ってない。
A series of chirrups surrounds you, like
Okay.
there is no change in the insect's.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
ここまではほとんど出なかった。電気科学でここまで見られる。
The shrill
うわ、
flash
眩しい。
of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword.
だよな、これ
The。phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the lieutenant. The sweat on your arms feels cold as ice, as if you're frozen as well, in the shadow of this great statue of chitinous marble.
カメラが甲高い音を立てて、フラッシュが刃のように空気を切る。閃光を浴びた七節はその場に凍りつく。顔はキムの方を向いている。フラッシュに驚いたまま、あなたの前で固まっている。お前の腕に滲む汗が、氷のように冷たく感じる。まるでお前まで巨大な大理石でできた広角の彫像の影で凍りついてしまったようだ。
I got it.
I got it.
For all time. The antennae hang from a great height. The sensation is electric. It is surprisingly delicate. The curly end looks like someone's got hurt in a fight.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture.
舐め
It
ちゃった。
tastes like sugar.
砂糖のような味がチュル。
The anthropod towers above you, tufts of reed, odorless, mostly
ほとんど
comprised
水。
of water.
ほとんど水。
The limb before you is incredibly light, like warning.
Warning.
It's about to move. You can sense it. A small shudder passes the creature's arm. The limb before you is warning. It's about a sudden shiver passes the limb. Looks like the creature is awakening. Wait, another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off. As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface. Just like that, it's gone. Skating away and something under it. In the...
It's gone.
It's gone.
Apparently, yes. Like a water strider. Only... I've never seen anything like that in my life. Looks like a nest of some sort.
What now?
In some kind of strange...
Our suspect is not looking so good.
Brother, you've managed to collect all the armor pieces. Too bad it's too late for the big showdown. It would have looked very impressive. Still,
耐久力と肉体装置って意外と一緒に喋んだよな。
now the mortal coil is completely protected. Few cops are...
役割が似すぎてて、お前らあんま一緒に喋んだよな。一応既読。ライフルスコープ。
This passport issue.
Classia's hidden documents. From the empty board.
It's Clausia, with short black hair, an old photo. Before life.
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's, or whatever her name was. Hiding place, or... Like a magpie? What a coincidence. Then it...
By now, the lieutenant has accepted your unusual...
I can see how the helmet could wash up on the island. And the scope. Maybe Mr. Dross lost it.
Would it? Maybe it was simply curious.
An octopus belongs to a very different class. It's not even an int. She said it would be for Anouk Meyer's...
I told you she kept on lying to you. She's probably lying to someone else right now. Another detective.
Yes, somehow she managed to lie to us. One more time. In a way, she's still lying to us right now. Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's, or whatever her name was. Hiding like a magpie? I can see how the helmet...
Would it? Maybe it was simply curious.
Phasmids are not capable of holding grudges. Only humans. I don't know. But it was not Katarzyna Alasia. Or...
あ、もう終わりっぽいですけどね、向こうはね。一応やっとく？ヘルメット。これ、そうだったんか。これ、フェアウェザーのヘルメットか。見にくい昆虫のセラミック製ヘルメット。恐怖心感じるんだ。怖ー。あれこれで全部だっけ？これ全部だかな？本当に怖えの。1、2、3、4。あれパンツなかったっけ？マフシは調べたよ。あ、酒まだ飲めるの。今飲むか。
What is it? What do you want from C?
Mr. Dross?
The man does not respond. He keeps like an addict of some terrible substance. The plastic cape feels coarse, A light shift.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor.
The trembling mouth appears.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir and
I lost.
he turns his eye.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its... This site is a T9.
Silence. You've gotten all you will out of this poor being. Nothing. The last embers.
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, the ebb would put it back here. This makes sense.
No reaction.
Did you take this passport?
There.
He hears us.
No reply.
Try something else? We got him back for a moment.
The plastic cape flaps around. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail
old age and shock. Yes, the arrest and the...
There's much more. Remember what it said when it spoke.
You should be more careful, detective. Are you sure it wasn't having an effect on you? A valid hunch. Long-term exposure, that could be part of the shock.
No response.
Then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. But anyone who spends a long time with it. Mr. Dross, have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to be the reeds? The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. This year, he was energetic and articulate. After all these years alone, it does not seem to be... I mean, why not? It's 3 meters tall. Like a drug? His pupils appear to be dilated. They still are. You mean pheromonal? The scope? Knowing of her bruises? His disposition toward Miss Orania? I see what you mean. He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell of a report. Thank God we have the photo. We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here.
帰るか。やべえ格好してんの。なんかもう一個くらいなかったっけ？腕、頭、足、胴。でもレギンスはもうないっつってたからこれでいいのか。こときよこと。強そう。全部買っちゃった。あれここじゃないっけ？帰り方を忘れました。出会ってしまったせいで全部忘れました。
Yes? What do you want to know? Good. What do you want to know? It's not a particularly, Mr. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a... As you know, there was considerable...
Cut this boring stuff off immediately. You...
Good point. Martinez's fame...
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Actually, it does have to be murder. This is a murder investigation. But we digress.
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it.
どういう意味だよ。
Good.
逆に何を叩きつける？あ、ここ？あるんじゃん。やっぱここでいいんじゃん。 何なんだよ。逆に叩きつけろって。逆にって何がどうした？
ICM? This feels
Insulin citizen
sounds an awful.
It does. The RCM may. It's impossible to say. It was
Nice political thoughts rushed. A mediocre athlete would pant from dragging around his body on a busted crutch. But not you. You're thinking about politics, with blood dripping down.
This is better preserved than the others. You can still read the sign. No.
With its horns in the sky.
No,
A DeLorean-era symbol of insulin.
after 44 years, one of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw.
タルバショールの日が暮れてゆく。帰ろうか。
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
街に帰ろう。
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight, but for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you. Two men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. The sea is calm.
The sea is calm. 男二人と女一人が名もない村のコンクリートの広場に立ち、近づいてくる黄色いボートを見ている。海は穏やかだ。
You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
こんにちは。
Look what the tide brought in.
こんにちは。塩が運んできたも
I
の
want
で
to call
す。
you a teapot, but I'm honestly kind of impressed.
なんで
No idea where you got all that gear, but there's no doubt in my mind that some bad people are looking for it. Also, you look like a fucking idiot.
あ、くんねえでやって。
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen.
うん。全部忘れてくれ、巨人が。せっかくアーマーの選択肢出たから選んどこうかな。
Really? They don't seem bothered by it. That's because you're a cop in an exoskeleton.
Now that you start thinking about it,
そっ
maybe
か。
they
み
were.
んな俺にビビってんだな。ああ、それでか。
Yes, that has always.
Vic, calm down.
We're not forgetting about anything. Oh, really?
Now that you start thinking,
Actually, are you? Are you still a cop? There's so much disco going on, it's hard to tell.
めくるめくことが起きてるんだ。
Vic, calm down.
Like, calm down.
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Kumar, and this is your special task force. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstam, Patrol Officer Jidimino.
10年目の。
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left.
Lieutenant Kim Kisoragi, Prison 57. We might need your help with something later.
as if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
ここのケイ君本当にありがとうなんだよね。まるで実際には彼が着飾った警部補であってやんちゃな悪ガキではないということを思い出したかのように。たまんねえな。楽しかったね。
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
その二つは相互に矛盾していない。ありがとう電気科学。伝説の仕事。
So I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
やつらぶちのめそう。選んだことある気がするな。ありがとうケブン。
Good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi. Ari, we want to help you.
This is the horse-faced woman.
馬面の。なんで馬面のなの？
But it was beyond idiotic. You should never address
本当だよ。
using those words again.
あんじゃもっと早く言えそれは。切れちゃった。
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now.
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets.
It's okay. I didn't come here to gloat or to fool you. Neither did.
That's right. Worried. I'm always worried about you. Every time you don't show up to work, or when you do bad.
本当に。いやー、僕は一周目は全く気がつかなかったんですけど、恥ずかしながら。一番最後に仕掛けられた遅効性の毒ではない。まあ、人を刺すもの、ジャンビクもある。ある種の人をひどく刺すもの、ジャンビクもある。僕はそこまでではないですけど、そのディスコエリジウム自体というものに刺されまくってるんで。いやー、本当に、この、もう後からじわじわと締め付けてくるジャンビクもあるというものね。いや。
You're a worry fest. She's worried about you. I'm worried about you. Even Special Consultant Backpedal is worried about you. Everyone worries. Instead of the cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
And people on...
You're a legend among the drunks and guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now.
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
あんたがそんなに辛辣じゃなかったらあんたが誰か思い出してから刺すのやめなさい言いそうだけど何かおかしい
Or did you literally not recognize my face?
Judging by the familiarity
ありがとう教官
2 years minimum or maybe a short but close stint. He's right. Don't start guessing. Now's not a good time.
Yes, I'm Mikhail.
His son? What a joke. Everyone is lying to you.
I sent him home. Mikhail's with his mother.
I told you.
I wouldn't quite say that. But yes, he is displaying aggression. Not a... What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s.
He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Not duped. Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Yes, I'm still Kim Kisuragi, still a lieutenant from Precinct 57.
せめてあんただけでも名乗った通りの人間であってくれよ。
Still caught up in this crossfire.
その上、この集中語気に巻き込まれている。ごめんね。ごめんね、本当に。
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
ああ、そうだな。わかった。重大犯罪犯だ。
He doesn't remember.
See? He really doesn't remember.
Yeah, that's very good.
That's very good.
God damn it. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective...
It wasn't...
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we?
やめろよ、もう本当に。
Here we go. Alcoholic delirium. Visions. All must pay. God, you told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your... Oh, you think it was cool, you say? None of us wanted to see the abyss. So we fucked off. God, you told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your stuff. You were crying hysterically. You were drunk. None of us wanted to see the abyss. So we fucked off. God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off.
お前残ってたんか。
Sure. Talk on the town is you're the mouthpiece of the gloaming.
あ
Range apocalyptic rhetoric. Nothing has changed. God damn it. You told us to fuck off. You said we're
ずーっと
cramping
ファックオフって聞い
your
て
style.
る。
Detective God. Fuck everything. All we...
It wasn't...
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a trip. Here we go. Alcoholic delirium. Visions. All must pay. God,
あれこれ全部聞いたっ
you told
け
us to fuck off. You said we're... Here we go. Alcoholic delirium. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage.
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. He's...
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definition.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him and I don't want to be a snitch, but also
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Not when you phrase it like that, but I don't think critical theory. I know every...
What? He lost his memory?
No, not like that. I'm not talking Vredefort's cool here. But Harry, I asked you, what do you think happened?
Corresponding to the 20-centimeter hole.
Precisely, Satellite Officer Vic Mayer. It's Martinez.
誰がガチガチにしたんだっていう話になってくるんですけど。
This sounds odd, but I was there. The church, either way, it was real. I've even put it in my report.
Thank you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Just to clarify, I do not think Izolari and Troponetics are a hoax. Pale produces global phenomena. It's proven. However, what has not been proven is total memory loss after drinking too much Komodo Red. Honestly, I think he's just lying to us.
Detective Vigmare, he has blanked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more...
The two cases in your ledger, those cases were hard.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What? Look at the ruins, the neon, listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for hardwired to the free market.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought...
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work.
Leadership, now.
ちょっと待って。ケインやりたいの手強い成功したけど。お前らみたいなロケット出しなんかと思ったら来たかない。あ、すいません。あ、うん。
You already fucked us. I've already explained this shit to Bryce twice. To Berdiayeva 4 times. I'm your partner. I answer you.
泣ける。3週目のこれは泣けるって。
When you clocked out, I became responsible for your cases and your special task force. They can keep.
涙ジョバジョバだって。
You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on.
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. Yeah. Just stand there. No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
なんであんなところにあるのかは知らん。
You drove it into the water. Everyone, thank you for destroying 45,000 real of that's coming out of my basement. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired. And I'm gonna wait till I die.
なるほどね。俺はクビになるから給与は引かれないってね。
Doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge. We're not armor cops. We're cops. People don't know us by our armor. They know us by our badges. You called in and said you lost yours. Have you found it? That thing that tells people you're a
rush to demonstrate your badge. Your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on smooth plastic.
いやー、ダメそう。
Badge slips out.
あわあわあわあわあわあわ。
You juggle the badge for a second.
He found it. He found it, Jean. It's his badge.
ありがとう、ジュディット。
And your gun?
As if having your badge and gun are natural steps. Here we go again. Lost gun. Trying to terrorize you.
10あわあわあわあわ。
The thing that was given to you to kill people.
ライフルにアップグレードしました。
Upgraded it. I don't care about your weapon mania, Harry. I only care about your official sidearm, which you lost.
ありますよと。
He has it.
最低。
And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bird, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
プライじゃないんだよ。 どうもうまくいかなくて。なんで嘘つくんだよ。甘えだよ、それは。
We've read the reports. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
酸素ホロコーストの話します？やりますか？人類と宇宙の目の神秘的な話を。
Really high. Then I guess it's okay. Let's not even get into the cat or the fact that you're ever Claire's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's compared to the 7 people who were gunned down.
He did everything he could.
あ、すいません。
We did everything we could. The company hired unvetted mercenaries.
よいしょ、回復しよう。
between them and the locals.
Here comes the cavalry.
He did so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
キツラギがスッとしみて。でも目の前にいるジャンビクマールのことを考えると。一周目と違う感情が湧いてきますね。ただただ面目ない。
Stop being sorry for five.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest
すいません
you
で
did
した。
handle the situation.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides against.
考えたな。ご意見をどうも、キツラギ警部補。別にあなたが状況に対処できていなかったというつもりではなかった。はい。
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
On the case?
Lieutenant Yofretor Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the bag.
Drinking してないです。
Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
はい、ありがとう。キムキツラギ、俺のことをよく見ていてくれるよ。
See?
One week.
One week.
And there's the apocalypse thing. At first I thought it was a joke, but it's not. He actually thinks the world is about to end in a bloodletting or gloaming. We're about to become vapor even.
ほんとね、ダメなんだよね。このハリーと自分を重ねすぎる。重ねすぎる。
It's worrying, especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist. He wants to liquidate the ruling class.
ごめんね、危険なやつと一緒に。
Again, for a police officer.
危険な思いをさせたまま一緒に行ってくれて。はい。
You should yell something.
俺は来たるべき統治国家の警官だぞ
The RCM consists of policemen of the state that is. So, a little discrepancy there. Other still, he is also a full-blown fascist. An ultra-nationalist, woman-hater, and more than a little racist. How he reconciles these 2 points of view? But he is vocal about both. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
あんな下手くそだった。キムキツラギ。
Okay, he did something.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
New
A
species?
colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
1周目は写真撮れて、2周目は写真撮れなくて、3周目でまた撮れましたね。
As you can see,
嬉しい。
it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
ということで、分かったかな？実は、俺は実に大丈夫な刑事で、間違いなく巨大な共産主義者ってことだ。
Fucking hell. Is
Detective?
ドーン、ドーン、ドーン。
Yes, but also the old man
すいませ
was
ん。
not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
I must say this.
Yes. It really does make it hard
酔っ
to
払い
fire
が解
the
雇する。
drunk.
うん。
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness.
共感。こいつはたった今悲しさを忘れさせてくれるものを見たばかりの、とてもとても悲しい男だ。悲しくさせたのはこの男ジャン・リボア・ハリ・デュ。ああ、ジャンじゃない。ハリ・デュボア。
Now
はい。
make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
おいおいおいおい。
Female?
You had to see it. It had
Incredible.
not as far as I could see. There were other things.
As in cloning itself? What makes interesting? Then it is especially actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. Must be robust if it can.
It could maybe roll it, like a dung beetle.
Yes. There are species of bee.
Nothing is
Of course, Lieutenant. Of course.
They're not going to go for this speculation in the constabulary.
Yes, but also
Incredible. The PR value of this is
This would really help with some of the.
absolutely. This is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me.
Without it.
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment. Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
聞いとく
Of course, excuse me. I
すまんな。
just thought
Jealousy.
a strange psychos. Also,
It's a clean.
It's way more than that.
I've never doubted you can pull yourself together and work.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever? It will pass. In time.
ああ、石力くん、優しい。
this is a conversation for when we are no longer out.
Understood.
But a case against Everard.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union related for political neutrality.
せっかくだから、まあこの辺にしとくか。
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species. So I...
Anything that ends the trial is.
You haven't been drinking, she thinks. So,
お前は酒飲むのやめていると彼女は思ってる。だからこのとこ。
Agreed. The public relations potential of this.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square. And
now you will finally get to know who you are. The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
No. You're too unstable to work for my boss. You're so Larry.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a.
I told you it's not that bad.
それもそんなに悪くなってたろ。
Who are you? Well,
退去してよ。
obviously you're not a...
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we? You haven't told us about.
Harry, It explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair.
ジョニーとキーの太さ見てたんですか？それはそれとして、君のおかしな顔ひげって、お前顔ひげのことをおかしなって思ってるんかいっていうのが毎回好き。はあ、集めたフラのスポーツウェアコレクション。
Your love of retro style dance music? How you're able to perform it?
The incredible stamina output. Also, this guy and this guy too.
Of course.
He's been on about Mike again. I hate that guy. Oh, you don't say. Does he also
It is getting cold out.
In your 20s or late 20s? Yes, you told.
The smell of sweat.
High school. Harry, your goings on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
彼のにやけた顔が笑いをこらえていることも当たっている。全部合点がいって嬉しい気分の図、楽しいよね。
The regular, you found.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over.
You really went with it too. Really, Maxima.
Yeah. Dora.
Not Dora Dubois.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
結婚なんかもう誰もしないんだ。ここはレバショール。
God, I don't know.
6 years and you
俺が
haven't
来た頃
gotten
に終わ
over
って
it.
た。
What the hell is wrong with you?
6年も。
Or 7. Incredibly bangable.
は
She was extremely fuckable here.
Heartbreak, pain, welcome.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she...
Look, the sun is...
I think she told... My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? Us? With the bloody
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the Sea Wing. Mac the Torso Torson and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
God.
There's also a lot of outside help involved.
He's anything but a loser. Although he would like to be seen as one.
Ptolemy Price?
He's one of the most highly regarded...
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a leg, they speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
So he remembers that.
Shooting up churches never is.
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information.
ゴミレベルです。
He means it. The RCM and its enemies.
Okay.
Jamrock is the largest...
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
Lena.
Who is Lena? Well, good.
She and her husband were they should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
She is going to be over the... Watch out, or she'll faint.
そうだね。
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain. Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Distant traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind.
遥か遠くのほらい、新聞の切れ端が風に乗ってひらひらと舞う。これ報告書頑張ってくれ。選べないじゃんこんなん。41文書でそれをやりたくないか。
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering.
違うよ。捜査をだ。41文書で一緒にやろう。 まあやりたいだけだろ、お前。
Work with price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Would fit in. I'm crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence.
そうだよね。大変なところに来ちゃうもんね。馴染めるかな。僕は十分に狂ってるだろうか。ストレスに耐えられるかな。如月警部補は言葉の締めくくりを見つけられずにいる。
This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
この提案は彼にとっては本当に驚きだった。悪くはない。だが、当惑している。
Flattered? Your Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
警部補は突然ごく真剣な表情になる。
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
キムは彼女に微笑み返す。この二人、いいですね。はい。一緒に仕事してるとこ見て。
He's really considering it.
彼は真剣に考え始めている。ありがとう、修士学。
Good.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the evening sky, the great district turns on its lights. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls inside. Fire traps as far as the eye can see, from Main Street to Precinct 41 atop the motorway, to Boogie Street forking into the dark horizon.
夕空の下、巨大な地区に明かりが灯る。木造の家が並ぶチェス盤。そこにある8万の生ける魂たち。木造の燃えやすい家屋が見渡す限りに広がっている。メインストリートから高速道路を越えて41分所へ。暗い水平線まで伸びるブギーストリートへ。
You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time.
お前は目を閉じ、犬の吠え声を聞く。一人ぼっちの女が工場の窓際に座り、隕石が落ちる夢を見ている。聖ジェローム通りでは、四角い弾丸が四角い薬室に滑り込む。オールドサウスでまぶたのない男がにやりと笑う。春が来た。時間だ。
Dawson? Yes.
McLean?
Yes.
Yes.
Hyderson?
No. Big Mouth?
Bear?
Yes.
Dubois?
Dubois?
Of course.
Of course.
Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
終了する。戻りましょう。ジャムロックに。俺もジャムロックに行かしてくれー。いいよね、ここ握手してね。こちらへどうぞ。元気な内燃機。ここもいいんだよね、これね。でも知らん人だしな。知らん人だし。ほら、来いや。そう、足引きずってる。でも全然思い出せないんですよね。でもジャンバー何回もこの感覚を知っているからっていうのを想像すると心がちぎれそうになる皆さん、 いや、ここドア閉めるとこで終わりなのめちゃくちゃかっこいいよな。エンディングもかっこいいぜ。いやー、全部かっこよかった。定年いつなんだ ?58 歳だぞ。60とかじゃないのか。レバショールあんまり、なんか、衛生環境とか、まあでも、ここがひどいだけで、レバショールがひどいだけで、マルティネーズ自体の衛生環境はそこまで悪くないのかな。でもあんまり、なんか、平均的に長生きできそうな環境ではない気がするな。そして歯が痛いな。ずっと歯が熱を持っている。もう、ほら、諦めて神経抜くコースかな。仕方ないね。本当に残念オブザイヤーのが、この続編が、まあ、そう難しそうだなっていうことですよね。開発元の会社から主要なメンバーが解雇されて抜けて、それもね、何が理由かは分かってないから。もっと仲間に裏切られたんじゃないかみたいな話とか、いや、解雇するにもそれ相応の理由があったんだみたいな話とか。これだけの文章、雰囲気、物語を作り上げられる人たちが今別の事態にかかずらってなきゃいけないっていうのは非常にもったいないことではあるよね。でも外側から見てるだけだと実際に何が起きてどういう方向に流れていくのかっていうのは全然わかんないから、わかんないし口を挟んでもいいことではないと思うから、この現状ある資料だけじゃね、まあ11月の終わりに裁判が始まるそうなんで、まず当分はそれがどうなるかかな。本当に心をかき乱すゲームだったから、かき鳴らして素晴らしいゲームだったから、またただのファンのとしての心理としてはまた見られたらいいなって思うけど、わかんないね。長生きしたら先が見えるかもしれませんね。よいしょ。まあということで早めに寝ましょう。いやー、ほんと最高なんですよね。何もかも最高なんですよ。悲しい。こんなに美しいのに。あとやってないことはもうちょっとやるかどうかわかんないなーっていうあれだけど、食うのと後半戦一緒に駆け回るのと、あとは政治クエストかで、あとはそれぞれちょっと高めのねパラメータ振りにして、極端なパラメータ振りにして、もはや伝説系のレジェンダリーのダイスロールを成功させていくかな。でもちょっと一旦休みましょうか。食うのはちょっと見たいから、まあどうなるかわからんけど、 ゲームがでかめ。終わっちまったな。でもこれだけの人や物がかかってるんだもんな。Disco Art Translators。本当にありがとうございました。本当にありがとうございました。もう、この翻訳を成し遂げるっていうのは本当に大変なことだと思うんですよね。だし、同時に、やっぱりそれをさせるだけの魅力があったんじゃないかなという気も。いくつかちょっと見かけたしね。直版で翻訳してモッドを作ろうとしてる方とかノートを見たりしたりとか、だからね、やっぱりすごく魅力がある。この文章量って考えるとやっぱり魅力がある作品なんだよな。ジャパネーズローカライゼーション歌詞。めちゃめちゃいるもんな。超機種が増えてる。トルコ語も版もね、増えましたからね。だからディスコエリジウムで検索すると、いろんな言語の感想が引っかかって面白いんだよね。で、ジャーマンチーム。The French team. いやー。Voice actor of French trailer. なるほど。ボイスアクターって何の話かなと思ってたけど、トレーラーのか。Community Manager. Grocery by Special thanks to the Community Translation Group of all the ideas are Testonic Lore.俺じゃあもしかして更新が入るたびにもしかしてエンディング長くなるのでは。そうかもしれない。いや、もしかしてスイッチ版よりエンディングが長いなんてこと、いや同じかわかんねえな。でもスイッチ版出た時まだトルコ版出てなかった気がするけど。あとそうだよな、言語切り替えが入ってるから多分スイッチ版だとチューンソフトが出して言語切り替え機能はなかった気がする。スイッチはなかったけど、でも言語版は入ってんのかな。後でちょっと見てみよう。わかんないな。もしかしたらいろんな言語のバージョンが入ってるからちょっとロールがエンディングが長いっていう可能性はあるな。いや、わかんないな。ちゃんと見てなかったもんな。クールナイツ、カールナイツ。甲冑の会社。ザーム。あと、コラボで出してるアパレルがおしゃれ。P。ハードコアだったね。あれ、でも、始めるともしかしたら見られるんじゃないですか？どうそこんとこ。ちょっとだけ見に行ってみようかな。大丈夫？ハードコアになってる？クソハードコアになってる？クソハードコア。でも大体やりたいのだな。こんな感じかな。で、運動能力めちゃめちゃ上げたいんだよ。 あ、戻っちゃった。平成くん好きなんだけど。近くくんにしようかな。かわいいね。王冠つくのね。平成くん好きだから平成くんにしよう。これでやるかどうかわかんない。ちょっと。あ、でもこれ、長いわ。終わらん。やめやめ。次回、終わりです。始めなさい。始める？
There is not ever, never an inordinate amount of time. You got it, sweet. I know you. Coming right up, sir. Alright. Nothing, not you. This like a fly to the ointment.
The stench of liquor, a fire.
Somehow, you know what it is.
Mm-hmm. あれ、俺が思ったより腹出てねえな。もっと腹出てるかと思ってた。全然腹出てないな。この造形。もう2倍ぐらい出てる気あった。そうなんだ。切るか。
This fan has two chain pull switches. The blades come squeaking to a halt. You swoop up what you have in your hand. A terrible mistake. The lights are... You hear a jingle. It says, "What?"
頭痛い。
A mirror hangs hot water. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory. Really? Or as you sleep abort, you clearly have not thought this through. Behold, you have no idea who this thing is. Do you? It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your... Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? Please promise yourself you're not going to try it on any of the ladies. You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something.
Yotta.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. What do you mean? Assess the damage. The morning light hurts your eye.
Ore no heikei mada nanka yukai na mama nan da kedo, dou you koto? Are? あ、いきなり走れる。あれさっきまで何も顔の描いてなくなかった？なんか、すごい見たことある感じになっちゃったんだけど。海の匂いに。やっぱこの海の匂いに目がくらむがいいよな。
There they look like two baby crocs. Good.
もうすでに俺が何者かであるんだけど。こんにちはーす。よいしょ。ちょっとキムをすいません。キムだけ見させてもらっていいですか？キムを見に来ました。そしたら帰ります。あれ？普通のキムだ。あれ？普通のキムじゃない？
A bespectacled man as you approach on the sleeve of his bomber jacket as well as on its back.
握手しない。
You realize he is waiting for your name.
なんで成功しちゃうんだよ。まあ終わりでじゃあ、あれどうしてあれ